So now that I found some free time to go and dick around, may as well make the next part of the tutorial, following up the NUS3 bank creation without using the Smash Custom Music website. This one will be going over the sound effects, things such as the character announcer calls, which I am going to use in particular for the purpose of this tutorial. Now, as you can see, I already have the NUS3 bank stuff open because we will be going right back to that again, except that there's a few changes to the whole process. Is instead of using BRSTMs, we're gonna go directly into the raw format that the things are compiled in. So hope you guys can follow along. Anyways, let's get started. Here I have Acid open with one already pre-made, ready to render. So I'm just gonna go and set it up for rendering. Now, the thing about sound effects such as the character announcer calls are done in mono. That is, like how you see here, there's two channels. One is for the left speaker, one is for the right. Where is it? Whereas with the sound effects, they're in mono because the game will remix them between the two, between a stereo output for the sound panning effect. So like say your character is on the left side of the screen and he makes a sound there, the left speakers on your TV will emit the sound from that character rather than both, or the right speaker, and vice versa for when they're on the right side. And this is a stereo output made from a mono source sample. So I'm just gonna undo this because that's gonna get down mixed when I render this. Let's see, give it wave, go to custom. Just gotta make sure that this thing is on mono if it's gonna let me change it. Okay, there we go. And then let's save. Now I just gotta go to our NUS3 bank. Now there's gonna be this exelib folder that probably came with it, and there's a bunch of neat stuff in here. So I'm just gonna bring the wave in here, and all these tools are made to convert it to a DSP and then to an idsp. I've already made a .dot file that does this for me, so that I don't have to really type this shit into command prompt. And I'll probably have a link to download this .bat file in the video description somewhere, maybe. Depends if I remember. If it's not, let me know in the comments and then I'll go and put it. Anyways, I'm going to run this and it's going to give us our output. And that's what we'll be putting into the NUS3 bank. Now we can go over to the NUS3 bank parts themselves and open one in the editor. No, it's not weird. Smash mod stuff. This one, narration caracol. I'm going to use that one. Okay, now comes the tricky part because this thing fails hard when you attempt to just replace normally and then try to save. It'll actually make no changes, but it will acknowledge that it has been changed and try to update the file with that quote-unquote change. Now, the change in the background or the stuff it uses is located somewhere that we can go in and manually overwrite, so that when we do go to save, our change that we made manually will be in fact put into the NUS3 bank, and it should work in game when you go to test it out. Now, for the purpose of this one, it's the Wii Fit Trainer announcer call that I'm going to be modifying. So it's got to look for that. And some of these things are in the Japanese names. So like under villager, you're not going to see villager. You're going to see like this one more. Can't pronounce, so I'm just going to call it murder burrito, because that's in that one video where the actual guy that does the announcer calls and voiced it, he said that in an interview where they requested him. So right here we have the Wii Fit, so take note of that. Let's see. temp space, whatever that folder is, and then I'm going to go to 0x32 because that's what it's listed under. 0x32, and that's indeed the Wii Fit slot. So I'm just going to take its file name and then go to the output file and then rename it to that. So now I'm just going to go and move it, and I'm using the keyboard shortcuts to do copy and paste and cut and paste. Go back into our temp space, and we're just going to not put that there yet, but we're actually going to go into our NAS 3 bank thing and replace. And we're just going to something, where is it? We're going to take the wave, no, okay, then we're going to go and it's going to let me paste. It's not letting me paste. Okay, then we're going to go and move this file into the temp space and overwrite it. Now when we go to save, that change has now been applied to our NAS 3 bank, so we can go and take it into the game. Let me know if this has worked for you, and give it a like if it has, and consider subscribing. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, that it has helped you further delve deeper into the world of modding Smash 4 on the Wii U.